Thank you for watching Our Sweet Home Life. Welcome to Our Sweet Home Life. Look what I have out here. My pickles, some tomatoes, bell pepper, and this purple bell pepper. I'm going to be making some chow chow today, so come join us. Making some sweet chow chow that's going to have a little bit of pepper in it. I love chow chow in the wintertime. So I believe I'm going to use my sweet bell pepper in this chow chow. So stay tuned. Come join us. Okay guys, I got 2 cups of onion, 2 cups of sweet bell pepper in my bowl. I'm going to use 2 cans of corn and 3 bags of slaw mix. So I'm going to mix all this together with my vinegar and my spices and let it cook for about 10 or 15 minutes and then put it in my jars. Okay, there's my bowl. It's got the corn in it, 2 cans of drained corn, 2 cups of sweet bell pepper, 2 cups of onion, a half a cup of jalapeno peppers. So that's what we've got together so far, and then we're going to use those 3 slaw mixes right there. And we're going to use mustard seed, celery seed, and turmeric. That's going to be our spices. So we're going to get ready right now to get our jars going. Okay, I've got some water heating here to get my jars heated up in to sterilize those. And this back water is going to be for my lids and my rings. Here's the lid and the ring. So I'll get those out. Put those in the water, and this is the funnel. This is what I use to poke everything back down into the jar. And then I have these right here to help lift the jars out. And this one as well. So there's our utensils for canning. If you want to know how to make pickles, I have another video on how to make Granny's bread and butter pickles, and they are delicious. I made those yesterday, and so today I'm making the chow chow. So these both are really good in the winter time to help with your meals. So anyway, we're going to be sterilizing these jars up. I got my water on here that's boiled. And then the back one, I'll put my lids. I'm just going to set a couple of these pints in this hot water for a minute. And this magnet, look at that. That's really good for getting your lids out of the hot water when you boil them. It sterilizes them. Those in there. And there's my funnel. So we're going to be letting these jars get hot. Because in order to seal the jars, they've got to be hot. Just setting them in this hot water for a little bit. Okay. It's starting to boil, the water is. I'm going to go ahead and lift them out. These 2. This is a very important step to have your jars sterilized. And I'll just take these gloves and pour that hot water back out until it's time to fill them. I'm kind of just trying to get my jars prepared here. I have my jars over here sterilized, so now I'm going to start mixing up the liquid. So I need 4 cups of vinegar, measuring cup. Here it is. Okay. 4 cups of vinegar. So let's see. What you see floating in there is the residue of my peppers and my onions. So that's all right. 1. 2. 3. 1 more. This will make 4. So I need 4 cups of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and I'll add my sugar. I need 2 cups of sugar. Let's see, where's my paper towels? I'll dry my cup out a little bit. 2 cups of sugar. Okay. 1 cup. Okay. Need just a touch more to make it a cup. A little bit more. Alright. Get back over there out of our way. 2 cups of sugar. And we'll start adding our spices. See what all we need here. 1 tablespoon celery seed. Okay. The spoon I use. 1 tablespoon. Okay. That was our celery seed. 1 tablespoon turmeric. Okay. And 3 tablespoons mustard seed. So we'll put 3 tablespoons of mustard seed. Okay. And a teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to pour some on my hand. That's about a teaspoon. And I believe that's everything. So we're going to turn it on and stir this up. And let this kind of come to a boil. I'm going to begin to add my other items. I'm probably going to have to make a couple of batches of this. I don't think all of my slaw mix and my other mixture is going to fit in this. I think this is going to be a couple of batches we're going to have to make. So this is going to be our first batch. So, take that on up since I got it stirred. Get that to come to a boil. And then I'm going to add the slaw mix and add part of that mixture. So I'll probably mix it up into thirds. That's probably what I'll do. Since I have 3 bags of the slaw mix, I'll probably use a third of this to go with one of these slaw mixes. So I'll show it to you when we get it all going. Of this slaw mix. And I'm going to add about a third of this. I have it stirred up and mixed up. stir this up and let this cook about 15 minutes. And then I'll fill my jars. It's gonna be nothing but good, as Granny used to say. So let's let that simmer and cook a few minutes, and then we'll put it in our jars. And so I'm going to let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, come to a boil, and then I'm going to put it in my jars that I have prepared. Okay, we got our jars filled. Just dipping the chow into our jars. We got the jar set in a pot of hot water so it will seal. Because those jars have to be hot in order to seal. And back here we have our lids. So we're just going to use that magnet to get the lid out and the ring. And then they'll seal up. This last jar is a wide mouth jar. But pretty much that's all it is too, but you just want to put your jar into hot water after you prepared it. And then put your lid and your ring on it. And then what we're going to have to do is prepare a hot water bath.
Always want to wipe the top of your lid off before you put your lid on. Wipe the top of your jar off before you put your lid on it.
Right, to make sure there's nothing on it that'll keep it from sealing. Sometimes those celery seeds or something like that might get on it while you're filling your jars. So just want to make sure that your jar ring is clean. Okay, now we're going to prepare our bath. And what we're going to do is put, I don't have a rack. You really need a rack to put your jars in. But since I don't have a rack, I'm going to do it like my grandmother did. And she always just put a dishcloth in the bottom of her pan and then filled it up with water and set her jars in it and made sure that the water covered her jars about 1 inch, and then let them boil for about 15 minutes and take them out and let them cool. And right here is a finished product that I did earlier. And they're pretty. So we got some chow here. I don't know if you can see it or not. And our pickles. And we got some real ripe tomatoes over there that we're going to need to process and put in the freezer here in a few minutes. So we're going to put these chow on in a hot bath.
Look at that, guys.
Not looking pretty?
That's going to be good with some beans, some dried beans and veggies.
That's right. Going to look
good.
Be good. So we're going to be looking forward to eating that this winter. But let's get our hot bath ready. Okay, guys, I got a towel in the bottom of my pot, and then I'm going to add these jars, which are very, very hot, and you don't want them to touch. You want to spread them out. So I may going to be able to get 3 in there. I'm not sure. This morning I only had 3. Yeah, let's just do 3 at a time.
Okay, since we have to have 2 batches, we'll put 4 on that one.
Well, they don't need to touch.
Okay, they're not touching, love.
Okay, well, we're going to fill the pan up till it's 1 inch, so almost at the top of this particular pan. We're going to fill it up with water, and then we'll bring it to a boil and let it boil. Yeah, pour that hot water in there.
Hot.
It's already hot.
Sterile, just put them right to the bottom of your lamp.
No, you fill them up over.
Up over?
Up over.
See there, guys, I learn something every day myself.
It's got to be 1 inch over the top of your jars. So we'll finish filling that up with some hot water. I'll go ahead and cut it on while Mojo gets the hot water. So I'm just doing it the way that my grandmother did it. She didn't ever use a rack either, and I have never purchased one because really I don't do a lot of canning. Only thing I do is make the pickles and the chow.
We don't can very much.
Mostly I put stuff in the freezer. But on this chow they say to give it a hot water bath for 15 minutes.
And of course, I want to put a plug in for Our Sweet Home Life. Don't forget, We just did one on our pepper sauce
Pepper sauce and pickles,
and
both.
pickles.
And also how to put tomatoes in the freezer. So we've been working kind of hard
So don't
on getting
forget,
things together for you to watch.
just make sure you watch our other videos.
And share them with your friends and your family, especially those that have gardens, that have some produce that they need to learn how to prepare from the freezer, or else how to make chow and pickles
And the preppers,
and the pepper.
the preppers
sauce.
love this kind of stuff too.
They do. So if you know anyone that may enjoy watching these type of videos, please share them and ask them to watch Our Sweet Home Life and subscribe, and we'd really appreciate it. So we're going to let this process for about 15 minutes. Thank you for watching Our Sweet Home Life. Guys, look what we've been busy doing. Look at that pretty canned goods. Granny would be proud. She'd say nothing but good. Thank you for watching Our Sweet Home Life.
She would say that, all right.
Bye.